Today on Time with Alumni, we have an alumna, Engineer Kathy, and she is in the US, but she had her undergraduate studies here at the College of Engineering, and she read civil engineering. And there's something wonderful that she does for us, and she offers some of our students scholarships. She's been doing it for about 6 years, if I'm not wrong. So we want to find out more about who she is, what she does, and what motivates her to continue with such a very philanthropic and thoughtful act. So you're welcome, Engineer Kathy. Could you please give us your full name and then any other information?
Thank you for having me today. My name is Catherine Oduro, and as you mentioned earlier, I am an alumnus of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, College of Engineering, Civil Engineering to be precise. I entered KNUST in 2005 and graduated my bachelor's degree in 2009. I proceeded to be a teaching assistant or program assistant for the Wash Cost project. And afterwards, I did my master's degree. So I was one of the pioneers for the double degree program with UNESCO IHE, then UNESCO IHE, now IHE Delft. So I have 2 master's degree, yay for me,
Yes.
that I completed in 2 years. So I do have a water supply and environmental sanitation degree, as well as a municipal water and infrastructure from UNESCO IHE. I'm currently married with 2 kids, and I'm here in Texas, in the United States, and I'm currently a senior civil engineer with one of the cities here in Texas, and that's pretty much it. My life is not that interesting. I'm sorry.
Really, that sounds very interesting already. So you're a mother of 2, and then you're actually practicing civil engineering with 2 masters. Just for clarity, please, the masters, you did them here at KNUST?
Yeah, so I did, it was a double degree with a partnership between KNUST and UNESCO IHE, then UNESCO IHE. I think now they've had a name change to IHE Delft. So I did, it was a 2-year program, but it was 50-50 split. So we did half in KNUST
and half
at IHE.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And then just in passing, how do you combine your career as a civil engineer with mothering and then wifely duties?
It's support system. I have an amazing husband. I always say I cannot do this without him. He is my backbone here. Seriously, I cannot do it without him. He has been a good partner. My work sometimes makes me stay up late and work. Sometimes I do work late, and he pick up my slack. So all kudos to him. I will give him all the credit. I cannot have
Thank
done it
you.
without him.
Thank you. Is he Mr. Oduro?
No, unfortunately I did not take my husband's name. Maybe bad for him, good for my dad, right? So, he is Peter Sapon. He is also an alumnus of KNUST, actually.
Of College of Engineering?
Yes, he graduated from computer engineering.
Oh, so 2 engineers. Wonderful.
Yes. Yep, he is also an engineer.
Wow.
And he practices here. He's currently with Amazon.
Okay. Wow. You guys are making waves. So can I ask about this scholarship scheme that you have begun with? What actually made you do it in the first place? What it's aimed at, and how long it's been running?
I think we are either on our 3rd or 4th year. I've lost track. I lose track of time. Believe me, my time is so busy. I sometimes lose track of time. But I think we are either on our 3rd or 4th year. As I mentioned, I got a full scholarship right to do my master's program, and I know how much that was helpful to both myself and my parents. That took a lot of stress off my parents, right? And I'm a big fan of education. I'm a big proponent of education. So anything that have to do with educating people, you can always count me in. And it always breaks my heart when money is an obstacle for somebody achieving their educational dreams, and me being a beneficiary of somebody else's contribution to the college and to the school, I just deemed it fit to pay it forward. So I would just say it was from my past experiences and my willingness to pay it forward is what started this whole program.
Wow. So is it you alone? Are you the sole funder, if I may put it that way, or it's a group of people? And who do you give the scholarship? Who are qualified for this scholarship here? Me.
So I've left the selection entirely to the department. I feel you all know the students better than I do, so I've left the selection process entirely to the department, but it's in partnership with my husband. As I mentioned earlier, he is also an alumnus, so we are hoping that over time, as we get a bigger bandwidth, we can partner with other people to make it bigger. But for now, it's just my husband and I.
Wow. So if I may also ask, how many scholarships have you given so far?
I think so far we've issued to 8 students.
Wow, within like 3 or 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of scholarships are they? Are they for undergraduate studies or postgraduate studies?
Currently, it's for undergraduate studies. So we do have one from each level. So from first year to final year.
Okay. Wow. You handle tuition for students from first year to fourth year.
That's correct.
Wow. I'll just like say God bless you. But wow, that's great.
God has been great. Well, he has been gracious to us. I mean, I cannot take him out of this equation. It has all been him, and that's the least I can do, right? Is to give back. So.
Oh yeah, we are very grateful.
I am not even comfortable doing this interview because I feel like I'm not doing it for mankind. It's all for the glory of God. And
oh yes,
I'm just praying and hoping that over time it will even be bigger than this, because
amen.
There is much need. So
there is.
We the resources to fill up, to be a miracle to somebody else. Why not?
Yes. Well, this interview is not to, how will I put it, not to put you out there as but just to highlight some of the wonderful things that alumni are doing for the college, to recognize you, maybe also make it known, and also probably in a sense encourage others. You have a reason why you did it, and you said it. You said it's because you benefited as well, and you had your tuition free. So at least I know that wherever those 8 students, I'm going to look for at least one of them so that we can interact with them as well and then find out exactly how. I hope that none of them have disappointed you in any way, all the same.
I wouldn't say so, because I haven't gotten any bad feedback yet. So I think so far so good. I haven't gotten any negative feedback yet from the committee that issues the scholarship. So I'm thinking and assuming that everything has been running smoothly and the students have been very good so far.
Okay. And so this is for the civil department, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
This is just for the civil department for now.
And please, if I may also ask again, what's the name of the scholarship scheme?
So I named it after my mom. think this, if she ever sees this video, this might be the first time that she's hearing about this.
Okay.
So I named it after my mom, and she has been a pivot in my journey so far. So I just did my daddy. I named my son after my daddy. So I'm like, you get that one, and I'm done with having
Yes,
kids.
and then
So
your
my
mom
mom get that
gets.
scholarship. So
So what's
yeah,
the
I
name
named the
of the
scholarship after mom. Yeah,
scholarship?
and her maiden name, Yang Kuma. Yang Kuma. I
Yeah,
named it after her maiden name. So yeah, Ankuma.
yeah, and comma. Okay, okay, okay. So the Yeah and Comma
Yeah.
scholarship. Wow. So now I'd like to ask about a bit more about you. Has engineering, I don't know how to put the question if it sounds a bit too cliche, but has it been what you've always wanted to do? Or was it something that happened along the way?
Oh yeah. No, I think engineering has always been my passion. Even in high school, they all called me Oba engineer because I'd always had the passion for engineering. But I got into engineering because I was so fascinated whenever I saw any form of construction going on, be it road construction, building construction, and I loved building stuff growing up. I will build anything with clay, anything that I find, I lay my hands on. I just loved building stuff, right? So engineering had always been a passion for me, but what really lured me into engineering was building the structural part of it. But as I got into it, I fell in love with water. So I, I'm more leaning towards the water side now than the structures, but it's building and construction that ignited my interest in civil
Engineering.
engineering. But now water is my new love.
Okay, okay. So, just again, out of curiosity, schooling here at KNUST for your undergraduate and then also this combined master's program. Would you say, I'm sure, have you had any form of education in Texas since you went as well?
I just did a few top up when I was working on my professional engineering certification. So I just had a few humanities classes here. So I wouldn't call it a true American education,
Yeah.
but I've gone through the system a little bit. Yeah.
So more or less, you're working with what you got from here. How has that been?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean that's the beauty of being in a professional field, right? It's the same wherever you go. So whatever we are taught in Ghana is not any different from what they are being taught here. The principles are the same, right? It's just maybe the application might be a little different, but the principles are the same wherever you go.
Okay, okay. So more or less, or pretty much you've been able to use it over there, and so you take your education here was worth it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, no questions asked. And I may have been lucky. I don't even want to say lucky because I always say it's a blessing. It's 100% God's doing, right? But I think our education played a huge role in what I'm doing now.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, it has been.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. So at this point, I'd like to ask if you think there's something you'd like engineers and engineering students. No, we also have them, not just undergrad, but postgraduate level, to probably take note of, or and then skew it towards your women as well, so that at least they know what to expect, what it is that you've gone through, you think you'd like to share with them.
Yeah, so my number one advice to every young person that I meet, especially young Black girls, is you have what it takes.
Mm.
Sometimes we do listen to people's and their challenges, and it discourages us, right? It makes us feel like we are not adequate or up to the task.
Mm.
But I always tell them, you have what it takes. Just be confident and courageous and go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, I always say you have only 50-50 chances, right? If you don't try it, it's a zero chance for you. But if you do, you have a 50-50 possibility of making it happen. So just have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and go get it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst? Thank you. Thank you so much. So that goes for everyone, not just the young ladies, but all engineering students and everyone. Yeah. Thank you so much, Engineer Kathy. God bless you so much for your time. Yeah, because I know how it must be challenging. And God bless your husband too, Engineer Sapong, for being your backbone.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all him, but I give him and God all the credits here, because I couldn't have done it without both of them.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. We are so grateful
You're
for
welcome.
him. We are grateful that you thought about KNUST. Yeah. We hope that will make you proud.
I love KNUST. You have no idea how much, even from elementary school to high school, KNUST was a dreamland.
Oh, wow.
I was so blessed and fortunate to have made it to my dreamland.
Wow.
Our high school, we had it on our board, Operation KNUST.
Which high school, if you mean?
I went to St. Louis Secondary School.
Okay.
Okay. That's Slopston. So Slopston.
Yes, Slopston. Okay.
And I am married to an Okatashi.
That's an interesting alliance.
My husband is also an Okatashi. Yep. The Akata Slopston.
Akata Slopsa. Yeah. Thank you so much, Engineer Kathy. It's been good talking with you. So please put your comment.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, please. So viewers, if you have anything you probably want to, Engineer Kathy will be sent a link. Just put it in there in our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Engineer Kathy. It's been nice talking to you. Have a good evening.
Same here. Thank you for having me. You have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.